Hi, this is Ellen at Pray It Off in Syracuse, New York. You know, that storm was supposed to miss Syracuse, but it's not. We're going to get a little bit of bad weather tonight, but it doesn't stop us die-hard weight loss enthusiasts who are here trying to learn the techniques that we need to lose weight and keep it off. We all know eat less, move more, pray. And I've gotten phone calls this week, and I've gotten emails with people from the group saying, I need to know a little bit more about the Daniel Plan. Or even one person said, I tried the Daniel Plan and I kept going to the bathroom all the time and not in a good way. And is there anything you can do about that? And then I really did a lot more research about it. And it's so important, not so much that I want everyone to go out and religiously adhere to it forever, but to try to break the bad habits. The information tonight, I think, will add new dimensions to the Daniel Plan that we didn't talk about in detail when I first introduced it. I myself have decided that I am going to do the Daniel Plan for Lent. I'm going to do it for the 40 days of Lent. So I'm introducing it now. I'm, trying to have more fruits and vegetables, but I'm still having the lean turkey and chicken and the fish and eggs, egg beaters I usually have. So for Lent, I'm going to do it like religiously. But let's talk about the foods in the Daniel Plan food list. It says all fruits, fresh, frozen, dried, juiced, or canned. Now I want to interject here, juiced or canned, you still got to read the labels. You're not going to get high sodium or high sugar. You're going to want to get all naturals. Apples, apricots, bananas, blackberries, blueberries, boysenberries, cantaloupe. When's the last time you had a boysenberry? You might say, they're not in season, Ellen, but you can maybe buy frozen ones. All these different fruits you can try. All vegetables. Again, fresh, frozen, dried, juiced, or canned. Be careful with the juiced in can for the sodium. And look at all these different ones. Artichokes, asparagus, beets. One lady here in the group cut up everything, had every vegetable under the sun, took several cups of low sodium V8 juice, cooked it all up together, and had delicious vegetable soup. Loved it. She did extremely well on the scale too, may I add. Even veggie burgers are an option. Garden burgers, Boca burgers, they're not meat. They're vegetables. All whole grains. Now this is what we didn't really talk about last week. Whole wheat, brown rice. Is it millet or millet? Millet. Never had it. Quinoa. See, I know how to say that now. Oats, barley, grits, whole wheat pasta, whole wheat tortillas, rice cakes, and popcorn. Hello, that's adding a lot more dimension to the whole thing. And it also helps those of you who need that carb fix, but it's healthy carbs. All nuts and seeds, sunflower seeds, cashews, remember, not the whole can. Peanuts, watch the sodium. Also nut butters, including peanut butter. You get a rice cake, you get some peanut butter, and I prefer the healthy, what's that one we like?
Healthy Choice.
Healthy Choice peanut butter. Love that. Now, I'm not saying you get a whole 10-pack of rice cakes and a whole jar of peanut butter and sit by the TV, slappity, slap, slap, honk, honk, honk. Everything, including the Daniel Plan, in moderation. All legumes. Legumes include, but are not limited to, dried beans, pinto beans, split peas, lentils, black-eyed peas, kidney beans, black beans, cannellini beans, white beans. We put beans on everything. Love them. All quality oils, olive, canola, grapeseed, peanut, and sesame. Beverages, spring water, distilled water, or other pure waters. And then tofu, other things, tofu, soy products, vinegar, seasoning, salt, herbs, and spices. Foods to avoid, or the Pray It Off logs, as I said last week. All meat and animal products included beef, lamb, pork, poultry, fish. Milk, cheese, cream, butter, eggs. Sweeteners, sugar, raw sugar, honey syrups, molasses, cane juice. All leavened bread. including Ezekiel bread, because it contains yeast and honey and baked goods, all refined and processed food products, food additives, flavoring, chemicals. Here's my rule of thumb. If you can imagine Daniel himself eating the product, then that's the right thing to eat. And you might say, well, I don't know if Daniel ate tortillas. But they did. They got whole wheat, pounded it down, made flat breads out of it. All solid fats, avoid. Beverages, including but not limited to coffee, tea, herbal teas, carbonated beverages, energy drinks, and alcohol. Read the labels. And it's funny because when I was talking to my husband Bob about this, anyone might know Bob is right here, I said to him, you know, Bob, what I'm really worried about is not the meat, not the fish. I'm not worried about giving up the eggs, giving up the milk, dairy. I can give up all that stuff. What I'm really worried about is the coffee. And he said in his adaptation of the Bible, he's got a rare translation, Daniel was found out behind the king's palace with a mocha. He was out there drinking coffee. And I said, really? Can I see that translation? But truthfully, I don't know if, but let me put it to you this way. If the worst thing I do for 40 days is eat fruits and vegetables and have some coffee, am I not in better shape? But am I really following the Daniel plan? And we'll talk about that a little bit more. Look what I put on the next page. People are so funny in this group. I love them so much. Because they go over here, you don't need to follow me with the camera. And they're like, oh my gosh, this says February 6th. Are we supposed to use that? And I'm like, yeah, you can use it. Well, do we have to change the date? I'm like, you can change the date if you want to. Well, it says February 6th, but you can use it. You can write February 13th on it. We're so literal in this group. We're so literal. And so that's why when I say here 2/5/2014 shopping list, people are going to say, well, I'm not going to fill this out because 2/5 is past. I'm asking everyone to get their pens out now and write 2/13/2014 shopping list. And this was going to be your small group activity, but you can certainly do it at home, or you can recycle it, as some people will immediately do. Write down, you're going to the store, you write down the fruits, blueberries, strawberries, frozen, whatever. You write down vegetables. You write down the whole grains. Like a lot of people were excited when I mentioned whole wheat tortillas, because they're visualizing. You get a pan, you get some veggies, you saute them with some tofu. Tofu takes the taste of what you're cooking. It's the highest level of protein you can find. Put it in a tortilla, wrap it up, boom, delicious. You write down the nuts and seeds you want to get, the legumes, oils, beverages, and other. Beverages is kind of easy because it's watered. You write down, either you can get what they say, just different kinds of water. Also, other. Under the other, you might write healthy choice peanut butter, or you can put that under oils. I'm going to stop right there, Bob.